Welcome everyone on YouTube channel Antishin Daily. The conversation lasted about an hour. Scholz expressed concern about the developing situation in Ukraine, while Putin announced Moscow's plans to hold a third round of talks with Kiev. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz discussed the situation in Ukraine with Russian President Vladimir Putin by phone. This was reported by the German government. The conversation lasted about an hour. Scholz expressed concern over developments in Ukraine and called on the Russian leadership to immediately stop all hostilities. Putin, for his part, told the German Chancellor that Russia and Ukraine had planned a third round of talks for the coming weekend. Putin and Scholz have agreed to further contacts, the German government said. At the time of publication, the Kremlin had not released a report on the phone call. On February 21st, Russia announced about its recognition of the DNR and LNR, and since February 24, it began a military operation in Ukraine with the aim of denazification and demilitarization. The Russian Defense Ministry stated that it was not targeting civilian objects and that civilians were not threatened. Other countries began to impose sanctions against Russia because of this. The main Russian banks, including Sberbank, VTB, VEB, Otkritie, Rossiya, several state corporations and companies, as well as businessmen, officials, journalists and the country's leadership, fell under the restrictive measures. After the start of the operation in Ukraine, the EU, the US, Canada, Japan and the UK initiated new sanctions against Russia. The EU closed its airspace and banned its companies from exporting civilian aircraft and spare parts to Russia. In addition, the EU, along with a number of other countries, imposed restrictions on the Russian central bank, prohibiting operations related to the management of its reserves and assets.